Hello you, it's official, I'm famous. So last week we went to the Notting Hill Carnival in London. How was it?
It was really good. Yeah.
That was good, right?
Yeah, it was.
Got off the tube at London, felt a tap on my shoulder and heard, excuse me. Didn't really think anything of it, it was London, so I kind of just shuffled out the way. Another tap, excuse me again, and it was some guy who recognised me off YouTube. So I'm officially famous.
He didn't recognise me though.
Do you recognise Jade?
I think it's the glasses though, isn't it?
Today we are on the way to the National Brewery Centre. So I've lived in this town for a long time before Bangkok, and I've never actually done anything touristy here. So it's going to be pretty interesting to do something that's...
To be a tourist in your own town.
Yeah, it's been here forever and we've just not checked it out before. So I'm kind of excited, although, you know, you don't expect too much.
Did you know, I've just learned, that the first ever trademark in Britain was made to Bass Brewery.
My question is, who trademarked the trademark?
By the late 19th century, 1/4 of all beer sold in Britain was brewed in Burton-On-Trent.
So the start of the brewing process is bring the grain into the breweries and it will be steeped in cold water for 2 days. At the end of 2 days it will be spread out on the malt house floor, which is depicted on the wall there, to a depth that I still deal in Old English if that's alright, 6 to 9 inches. So this is the next stage. The malt is cleared off the malt house floor and it now goes to the malt mill. And when the water percolates down through the gypsum, it picks up calcium and magnesium and it makes the water hard. And they found that hard water was perfect for making beer.
I'm way impressed already. This is awesome.
3 or 4 hours mashing away around. Same way as you would mash an old-fashioned cup of tea with tea leaves. It's a system where it leaves the large fermentation vessels, goes into the oak cask, it's still fermenting, still producing the CO2 and alcohol. So consequently, they push the beer up the swan necks into the troughs. And they found that this design was the easiest way of getting the yeast out afterwards. A fifth of it would be kept back by the breweries for small beers, pale beers, that sort of thing. And 4/5 are then sold off to the whisky distilleries and one of our other local companies to make one of their products.
Marmite.
You know, love it or you hate it.
Marmite.
Yeah.
I can smell horses.
They are huge, aren't they?
Lads would follow their fathers into the trade, who'd followed their fathers into the trade. It was a 7-year apprenticeship to be a cooper, and at the end of 7 years, a barrel that the lad had made, he would be put into it. It would be then topped up with stale beer, wood chipping, shavings, tar, any rubbish they could find, and it would be rolled around the cooperage yard in the trussing in ceremony. This is just a selection of various items that would have been made on site. The original safety drink, you might say, but yeah. So this is a mock-up of a 1960s bar, complete with its fruit machine in the corner. And on the counter, we've got beer engines. Although it's a beer pump for dispensing the halves and the pints, initially they were called beer engines. Any building you see with a red window is a Bass building. The Edwardian beer pumps for dispensing whichever was available on the day. But the actual originals, most definitely. tokens apply to are all brewed on here. This is the whole brewing process from start to finish in this one small area.
That's your Victoria.
Okay, thank you.
And that's your St. Margaret's.
Wonderful. That's the Victoria Pale Ale. That's the Derby. And then that was the third one, which was St. Modwin's.
Why don't you try them first?
You want to see my face?
Yeah.
Okay, well, this is the first one, Victoria Pale Ale. This one was brewed to meet demand for a fuller-bodied yet lower alcohol light ale. And it was brewed in honour of the Queen Victoria. So, to Queen Vic.
To Jade, who doesn't drink beer. Cheers.
It is quite strong, isn't it?
Very strong.
This is the Derby. It's a light amber-coloured, smooth drinking, best bitter, mild to medium bitterness, with biscuit notes and a late aroma. Whatever that means. Oh.
That's some biscuit notes, isn't it?
This one is in honour of the patron saint of Burton, St. Modwin's, and it is apparently a crisp and refreshing blonde beer, not too bitter, with a subtle malted wheat biscuit taste.
This could be the one for you.
Probably the better out of the three, but
Cheers. Which one would you like?
I don't want any of them.
Looks like I'm getting drunk.
Top them up with lemonade, maybe. This one is Charrington IPA, which was very successful across London, and apparently it has a pleasant hoppy bite.
Like a bunny rabbit.
I've never known a bunny rabbit to bite, but apparently this is a hoppy bite, so let's it's just not good.
What she meant to say was, she just doesn't like beer. That tastes more like Bass. That's quite nice.
But literally all beer tastes the same to me. It just has a beer taste, and I don't like it.
Going back to see the horses one more time. Whoa.
Maybe he's wondering where his mate's gone.
That's the big one.
You look out.
Yeah. How was that?
That was really good.
That's good, that was, wasn't it?
Really good, yeah.
So I've learned more about this town in
And
the
the history of
past
this town.
2 hours than I have for the
don't know
past
how-
20 something years of living here. Amazing.
I want you now to get behind the truck.